welcome back to Fox 43 AM Live. You've seen his work in Star Wars, Skeleton Crew, John Wick 3, Thor, the Spider-Man video games, and the soon-to-be-released Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Please welcome Stephen Oyoung. Good morning.
Good morning. How is everybody?
We are doing great. I hope you're doing fine this morning.
I'm doing fantastic. Yes, I'm super stoked. I'm in Mission Impossible. It's a dream come true. I'm talking to you. Nothing could be better right now. This is amazing.
I love it. Okay, so I definitely want to talk about Mission Impossible, but I also want to talk about some of your other roles. You've been a part of several of my favorite movies and shows, and not only as an actor, but as like a stunt performer and fight coordinator. Tell us about your journey getting into kind of acting.
Oh, man, you know, I started way back when, before Asian people were cool on the movies, right? Like now they're everywhere. So, you know, thankfully, like we got K-dramas, we have like Squid Games. I started before all of that. So I kind of had to start from the bottom. That's the entire reason why I became a stunt performer, because I was just the guy. I grew up in California. I tried to be an actor, and I had no idea how to do it. But I did know one thing. I actually knew two things. I knew Kung Fu, and I had a dream. So I met some people that introduced me to the world of stunts, which actually allowed me to get into professional filmmaking in Hollywood. So, you know, I started as like a lowly stunt guy, literally just getting beat up by your favorite actors on movies and television shows. And the dream was always to work the way through the ranks. And thankfully, you know, ever since around like 2016 is when things kind of started picking up on the acting side. So, yeah, you know, I was very fortunate to be able to work with some amazing people as a stunt, you know, like fighter, as a fight coordinator. I helped Adam Driver practice his saber fighting for the Star Wars movies. I was a stormtrooper that got killed in plenty of Star Wars shows, you know, and yeah, here we are today.
And so now you're going to be in Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. You know, what was that experience like?
Let me tell you, I always say in any of these movies, I could retire. You know, when I was in some of the Star Wars shows, I thought I could retire. When I was in John Wick, I said I can retire. Mission Impossible, I'm telling you, I don't want to retire, but I absolutely can retire. First of all, Christopher McQuarrie, Tom Cruise, they are class acts. I was so nervous when I went on set, and they literally put us all at ease, all of the actors. Christopher McQuarrie, the director, he even put on little mini movie camp school. He would literally tell us, hey, if you guys need to know anything about how we're filming any of this, talking about lenses, talking the technical stuff, he said, I will teach you. And I was like, man, we're having free education here. And Tom Cruise is as gracious as can be. And I really thought for a second that he might actually be a super spy, because in between every shot, he is training, literally going back to the gym to train or to hold his breath, or to do a dead man hang, you know, for 8 minutes at a time. The guy is incredible, you know, so that was definitely amazing to meet an action hero of mine. You, as well as me, as well as the world, we grew up on his action movies, right, on all of his movies. So to see it happen in real life was spectacular.
That is phenomenal. Yeah, I can only imagine coming from the world of, you know, stunts and fight choreography, being a part of Mission Impossible where it always goes so extra. It must have been, you know, something else.
Yes, well, you know, my best friend is Liang Yang. He played John Lark, who had that phenomenal fight in the bathroom. I don't know if you remember. We all remember the bathroom fight with Henry Cavill, Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible Fallout. And I remember being so jealous that my best friend was in a Tom Cruise Mission Impossible movie with this amazing fight. I don't have a fight in this mission, this next mission, but I finally achieved a dream, you know, and I was able to get on the next Mission Impossible. So I think it's just such a small world. And yeah, like Tom Cruise, a master of his craft. And I truly thought that maybe I would get fired, because, you know, when you're dealing with somebody that's so high level, you got to really bring up your A game. But he was, again, so gracious. he put us all at ease. It was amazing. I felt it was wonderful. So I'm excited for the product.
Amazing. Yeah, I'm very excited for this one to come out. And I'm glad, okay, you said you're not in a fight, so I'm glad. That means maybe you're still alive. You can come back for a later one.
That's right. You know, unless they do some kind of editing. But yeah, hey, we'll see what happens, right? I'm hoping. When I see Tom at the premiere, trust me, you'll see me begging him for a spot on the next one, you know, on anything.
Perfect. And now, okay, I want to talk about your future a little bit. You've also voiced the main villain in the PlayStation Spider-Man games in recent years as Mr. Negative. You know, I've seen fans say they should cast you as Mr. Negative in a live-action movie. Are you open to sticking around with that character?
Well, it's like the headline says, right? Actor says they want to earn money. Yes, of course I want to stick around. Of course I would love the role. My biggest thing is just I'm happy that the fans are embracing it, and I'm happy that more people are getting to know my work, because maybe that, whether it's this next Spider-Man game movie or whatever, you know, actors just want to act. So hey, keep doing your thing, Reddit and YouTube and Instagram. Get on those comments.
Let's make it happen, guys. I love it. Like, is there a franchise you would want to be a part of?
Oh, my goodness gracious. There's so many franchises. Yes. Well, you know, I have to say, I wanted to be in Star Wars. I wanted to, you know, I wanted to do Mission Impossible. I think maybe the next franchise would have to be anything that Ryan Gosling is in. That's my next target. I think that guy. So maybe Grain Man 2? I don't know. Whatever action movie Ryan Gosling. Fall Guy 2? That'd be great.
Oh, okay. I can see it.
That he's making, yeah. I hear he's making a Star Wars movie. So,
yes.
Hey, Ryan, I'm your boy.
You're the boy right there. Listen, I like the idea of Fall Guys 2. They amp it up, getting the fight coordinator going along the mission.
Exactly. I have some stunt experience. I'm just saying, I could take a punch. So let's make it happen.
I love it. I love it, Stephen. All right, Stephen, it has been such a pleasure chatting with you today. And everyone, please don't miss Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, out May 23rd. Catch Stephen in it. All right, Stephen, thank you again for joining us this morning.
Thank you.